There's only one thing to do.
Drop it. Yeah.
Hello, this is RobotnikIsSexy, and this is a pretty long one, so I'm just going to get right into it without any team preview. I am fighting someone from Team Aqua named Mike Masters. Not sure if that's his real name or not, but that's who he is on Facebook in the Team Aqua group. And we're both going to we're both going to lead. We're going to lead with our Rotoms, and we're both going to Volt Switch, but he shows me that he is Scarfed. I am Choice Specs, because Choice Specs Rotom is... I just really like using it. So he's going to go into Giggity, as I thought he might. But that's fine, because this gives me a gigantic opportunity to set up Stealth Rocks, and from the team preview, yeah, he does not want Stealth Rocks on the field. He does have a Hitmonchan, which could potentially spin them away, but he also has a Typhlosion and a Moltres. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get those rocks up because Moltres is a big offensive threat. It hits pretty much all my team for neutral, so definitely want to keep its switch-ins to a minimum. The Giggity Quagsire is gonna try to scald me, and it doesn't get a burn, but it doesn't really matter because that's the only thing Steelix is gonna do for the rest of this match is just get up Stealth Rocks. But he's gonna get the burn on Roselia, and that is fine by me. All I want to do is set up Toxic Spikes to weaken Typhlosion and Hitmonchan especially, because if I can get Hitmonchan poisoned on the switch-in, that means this guy is gonna go down. So, definitely playing it safe, predicting the Rapid Spin. I'm just going to go straight out into Elbit. And he does indeed go for the Rapid Spin. That's the beautiful thing about Stealth Rocks. Not only is it the best move in the game, but it's... I mean, when Pokemon switch into it like that, you can tell if they have leftovers or not. And because he had leftovers, I could tell that he was a bulky Hitmonchan. So definitely... switching into a predicted Rapid Spin is easier prediction to make once you see those leftovers. But anyway, Rotom is going to trick him my Specs. I'm surprised he stayed in, actually. I thought I might trick the Specs on Clefable. I thought he might switch into Clefable, but he just goes for the Foresight there, which is awesome. Had he actually used Foresight before using Rapid Spin, that would have been pretty smart, but as it is, his Hitmonchan is heavily crippled. I'm going to double switch out, or something like that, and Emboar is in. Yeah, it is a double switch, and I threaten him a lot. I have a lot of offensive momentum. I do a lot of double switching in this match. It's very cool, very good. So I'm just going to superpower whatever wants to take it, and the best thing he has to take it is a Quagsire, but yeah, once again, the Toxic Spikes are going to be useful for whittling down this Quagsire, because Quagsire is a very bulky Pokemon. It's bulky enough to be used and underused, I think, but, it just doesn't die, and I'm going to switch into an Earthquake. I thought he might want to go for Scald again, and that Earthquake does a lot of damage, but I am going to predict his switch out and go for the rest here. And this is pretty great. Going for the Giga Drain was very tempting, but I know that he hasn't switched into any of his two fire types yet, so he's definitely going to want to do that. So I'm just going to play it safe, go for the rest, and that is actually great, as it's going to heal all the damage, and with my Natural Cure ability, Blue Rose can just switch on right out of there and be handy-dandy for later. Yeah, so I'm just going to do that. And I'm going to switch out into Slowking, my boy, and he's going to go for a Fire Blast. From that damage, and just because Slowking is a god, I'm not really sure if that's Specs or Scarf, but I just go ahead and assume that it is Specs. Yeah, judging on that damage, maybe I should have figured out that he is Scarf, but you know me. I just, yeah. But anyway, I'm going to do one of those double switches again. I know that he's probably going to switch out into somebody right then, And it was a little... I didn't want to set up Trick Room just yet because his Quagsire has been proven to be extremely slow, so I don't really want to give Quagsire the benefit of Trick Room because he could very easily just recover off a lot of damage and be really annoying. So I'm going to stubble out back into the Embor here, and this is Scarf Neckbeard, and he is amazing. I can't wait for his Dream World form, well, his ability, not his form. He doesn't get a form. He's not Mewtwo. When he gets Reckless from Dream World, he is going to be super useful. He's basically going to be on every RU team. So yeah, I look forward to that, and I'm just going to switch back into my boy, and he goes for an Agility, and I'm like, Agility, I can deal with that, I have Trick Room, so he's just going to go for Hurricane and confuse me, and I'm like, that really sucks, that really, really sucks, and I'm going to actually change it up to Scald now, to finish off the, well, next turn I am, but I don't get the Trick Room up, I hit myself, because that's the way it goes. And then he's going to land 2 out of 2 Hurricanes, which, what's the accuracy on that? 70%? So there is a lot of hacks in this battle, but it's for both sides. Yeah, so, yeah, I'm going to hit myself again, naturally. At that turn, I jumped the gun in the narration. I did go for Scald on that turn when I hit myself twice in a row. And then, yeah... we just can't have nice things. Moltres is going to take down Slowking, the only Pokemon I have to resist Moltres. I hope I said Moltres. Moltres is going to take down Slowking, but there's going to be justice in the universe as he finally misses one of his inaccurate moves. He hit 3 Hurricanes and a Fire Blast, and then he's going to miss the Fire Blast, and I take him out with the Sludge Bomb. This is max special defense, an HP Eviolite Roselia, who can take an Ice Beam from a Shell Smash Omastar. That's the same one, so I'm pretty sure I might have been able to live the Fire Blast, but we'll never know because he just whiffs it. But that's fine. He's going to promote his Typhlosion now. Still thinking in my head that it's Specs. I'm going to switch out into Steelix because, yeah, he's the best Death Fodder I have on hand. Yeah, he's just not really going to do anything. And now I'm going to go into Neckbeard. He is in Blaze range. He has Choice Scarf from the looks of it, because I am a Choice Scarf Embar and he outspeeds me. Now I would have taken that Fire Blast really poorly, but because of my natural bulk and my fire typing, I probably would have lived it unless he crit me, but that's 2 Fire Blast misses for my opponent. So he gets lucky with the Hurricanes, but then he gets shafted by the Fire Blasts. But anyway, I'm actually going to predict the trick, and I know that Buffalon can take a Volt Switch anyway, so I'm just going to go into Buffalon here, and he tricks me the Choice Scarf, and that's awesome. I'm just going to lock myself into Head Smash, and he's just going to switch out into his Clefable here. I think at this point he had kind of given up, because switching out into a Clefable doesn't really make sense, but at the same time, what else is he gonna do? I have a Choice Scarf now. This Buffalon does have 100 speed EVs and an Adamant Nature just so we can outspeed slower Pokemon. But yeah, so Scarf on top of that little speed investment is kind of nice, because it's going to allow me to outspeed Hitmonchan, I believe. And now Hitmonchan is coming in. If you want a Rapid Spin now, buddy, be my guest. I've already dispatched of your fire Pokemon. I don't need the rocks anymore. So, actually, you know, upon re-watching this, I should have just stayed in and gone for the whatever. But I thought he might want to Mach Punch, because I figured Buffalon would outspeed Hitmonchan, but I guess we won't know because I just switched out there. But, you know, Hitmonchan isn't exactly the speediest guy around. But, you know, Death Foddering, or, well, it isn't really Death Fodder, he gets a crit with the Ice Punch. But having Rotom as fodder gives me a big opening to promote my Scarf Embor, who is just going to obliterate the rest of his team. And yeah, that is going to be the end of the match. If you enjoyed it, if you enjoyed this steamy hot match, please leave a comment and a like and stuff. And as usual, I will see you later, YouTube.